What's up, Snarf Gang? Just did a mini haul, and today I'm going to be going over some of the stuff I got. Namely, these new Marvel Premiere collections. Right here I have a Captain America The Winter Soldier copy right here. So, DC lately has been coming out with these small DC compact books that are like $10 if you've seen my other videos on those. And I think Marvel is seeing that those things are selling like hotcakes, and they tried their own version because these were smaller in size than a regular trade paperback, and the paper quality is also like the same as the DC compacts. So they're basically copying the format, and except these are a little bit more pricey. The average price for the DC compact, I think all of them are $10. These are all $15. Now, when I bought them off Amazon, they were discounted to be $11, but the fact that it's basically the exact same thing as the DC compact books, but they're charging that extra $5, it just feels kind of like prideful to me almost as a company to do that. Like, your main competitor is selling them for 2/3 the price, and you're putting the prices. You know what? The reason they're probably on sale is probably because nobody was buying them until they went on sale. There's also a Black Panther one they came out with. I got the Captain America Winter Soldier one. I got Daredevil Born Again, and I got Fantastic Four Solve Everything. They have a bunch of other ones I'm excited for to come out. They have a Hawkeye one that I'm thinking about getting, and they have some other ones. The reason I didn't get the Black Panther one, though, is because I never read anything with Black Panther in it. I did want to get it, but I was also buying a lot of stuff on that haul, bro. Like, I would show you guys every one that they have out right now, but I'm just not trying to splurge that much. So, other things I got in the haul: Batman Under the Red Hood, Batman Death in the Family. So, got some Jason Todd stuff. Digging into that character. And we got the Dr. Fate by J.M. DeMatteis. So, yeah. This collects like 25 issues, I think. And look at that spine, dude. That's a sick spine. And the cover is basically like a mini Dr. Fate compendium, but it's not called compendium for some reason. That's basically what it is, though. This is going to look sick on the shelf. I hope they do more character spines like this. I fucking love that shit. Anyway, that was the whole haul. Something I will say about these is, if I'm just looking at them for what they are, I think they're kind of inferior to the DC compacts, to be honest. And I'm not just saying that because I'm more of a DC fan than a Marvel fan. These are nice. I actually do like them. I will praise the matted finish on the cover rather than the glossy finish on the DC compacts, because I think that does look better, but the DC compacts have better covers. Like, what is this shit? It looks like it's made to be generic on purpose, almost like they're punishing you for spending less money on this version instead of like a trade paperback version or something. So that's literally what this cover tells me when I first saw it. I'm not even gonna lie. Also, these have a couple of cover arts in the back that you can look at. Literally like 2 pages of extra art. And the DC compacts have like different advertisements for other DC compacts that are out or coming out, and they have different genres, and like, I honestly think that's cooler than the extra covers. But if extra covers and art is something that you think is cool, you might prefer this one. I personally prefer to know what's out without having to search online and scroll through a bunch of different options to see if it pops up, or we're looking like recommended underneath a page with one of the DC compact selected or something like that. So that's something I personally prefer, especially since whenever I was shopping for these Marvel Premiere collections, geez, even the name DC Compact is better than Marvel Premiere Collection. Like, this is literally just worse in every way, but added 1/3 of the price. I don't know how Marvel got the balls to think they're that much better than DC, that they can charge $15 for basically the same thing but their version. They're not that much better. I don't even think they are better personally, but I'm not going to get into the Marvel versus DC bullshit in this video, bruh. I'm dragging it on a little bit too long, but that's the haul review. Those are the Marvel Premiere Collections. And I'm going to start posting more. I took a little break, but I'm going to start posting more. It's me in the editing. I just noticed that the Marvel Premiere Collections are actually slightly larger than the DC Compact. So the extra $5 could potentially be for the paper, but the paper is the exact same quality and it's really not that much extra paper. And the ink also adds up, so maybe the production cost does justify the extra $5. I don't know, dude. All I'm going to say is I personally don't care about that extra bit of paper, and I'd much prefer a more affordable version of Marvel trade paperbacks that are smaller and have smaller art, just so I could, you know, get some stories and actually, like, you know, peruse around and see if I actually like the series before I want to send a bunch of money to buy it. But $10 is just a little bit better than $15. That's the difference between getting 3 and 2. And if I had to choose, I'm choosing 3 every time, even if I think the stories are slightly inferior, which I don't. So anyway, real end of my haul. Snarf out.